Welcome to the Manchester United Matters channel. Champions League game, Matchday live. Atletico Madrid hosting Manchester United at their new Metropolitan Stadium in there. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if you're already watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Confirmed team news is already out. Manchester United has really flaunted a team, but Scott McTominay is really out, and I don't know the main reason as to why he is out in there. He might be injured, we don't know about that, but all in all, I would like to come out and really present to you the starting 11 of Manchester United as it takes on a side which goes by names of Atletico Madrid here onto the Manchester United Matters channel. David De Gea has been put in goal, and by the way, none of the right backs has been really put into the starting line of Manchester United. This has really caused a lot of debate on what system United is going to play. But UEFA Champions League has really put out a system of 4-2-3-1 in there, and they've named Bruno the captain, but the club website and all social media platforms are naming Harry Maguire as the captain. I don't know who is wrong, who is right, but I think we go with what the club is saying in there. But on your screen, I think that's how United is going to stand in a 4-2-3-1 system in there. Lindelof playing as the right back. Varane returns into the central defense with Harry Maguire. Luke Shaw playing the left back. Freddie Rodriguez and Paul Pogba starting into that so-called dour midfield pivot of Manchester United. Sancho playing off the left attacking side of the midfield. Bruno Fernandes central attacking midfielder. Rashford playing as a right attacking midfielder, and Ronaldo, the only striker available, leading the line for Manchester United into this encounter of a team which goes by the names of Atletico Madrid. Champions League has been really so much bad for Manchester United ever since Alex Ferguson left in there. I remember United last played into, I think, the quarterfinal when we are playing David Moyes. I really believe that we are hit a lot by Bayern Munich, and that's when we are knocked out. And the next season, because we finished, was it 6th in there, we never played into the Champions League. We played into the UEFA Europa League with Louis van Gaal, and we are knocked out by I think by Liverpool in the semi-finals in there. Then later came in a manager who goes by the name of Jose Mourinho. He came in, played into the UEFA Europa League, and he really won the tournament in there and played the Champions League next season in there. And when he played into the Champions League, guess what? He was sacked. I remember when he brought in Paul Pogba, I think, did we fail to qualify? Don't remember very well, but I remember Jose Mourinho also never really took us past the group stages in there, especially into that. The only time he took us through the group stages was that last season when he really saw himself play against a side which goes by names of Juventus. Was it Villarreal into that mix? Very many teams that we played in there, and he really went ahead and beat Juventus in Turin. That goal of Juan Mata and the player who goes by names of Fellaini saw United really win and go through, and United went into the round of 16 and knocked out a side which goes by names of PSG. Remember that game very well. PSG came in at United and beat us by 2-0, and United went away at PSG and scored a late winner to make it 3-1 in favor of Manchester United. And by the time the away goals rule was still on and applying, and obviously United went through because Marcus Rashford took a very well penalty, and we saw ourselves really go through to the quarterfinal. And that's when a team which goes on Barcelona really beat us 3-0 away in it's called Camp Nou, and when they came at Old Trafford they hit us by 1-0 in there. So that is a team which goes by the names of Manchester United. And history, last time we really went through the group stages, we really got past the round of 16 under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer by beating PSG in there. But this time round, let's wait and see what happens in there. But the last time we played the Champions League, we never got out of the group stages. But this time round, we've got out of the group stages, something that is very good to talk about and really to come here and analyze about and give us hopes in there that you never know, United can really go ahead and get a big result from Spain in there. Though very many people really feel like it's going to be hard, because when you look at how Diego Simeone is lining up, oh my God, he has played, he's too timid. I can really come out and confirm this. That is Diego Simeone, Jan Oblak in goal, Savic, Jimenez, and Mandava are into the back three. Then Visasco, Lolente, Kondagabia, Herrera, and Arolodi are playing into the five-man midfield. Correa and Joao Felix leading the line for a team which goes by names of Atletico Madrid. When you look at the bench of Atletico Madrid, they are having Benjamin Locante, Rodrigo De Paul, Antonio Griezmann, Luis Suarez, Thomas Lima, Felipe, Moreno, Hamaso, Javi Samano, and Christian Gomez Vela. That is the starting 11. That is the bench of a team which goes by the names of Atletico Madrid. When you look at Manchester United, they're having Eric Bay onto the bench. They're having Phil Jones, Juan Mata, Jesse Lingard, Diego Dalot, Tom Heaton, Dean Henderson, Alex Telles, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Nemanja Matic, Anthony Elanga, and Hannibal in there, Majabre in there. That is the bench of Manchester United. Scott McTominay is out of this game and he is not going to play in there. And for those that really watched my earlier video to this channel, I was really coming out and really talking about what the manager of Atletico Madrid came in and said about Scott McTominay, that he's one of the best players, that he's world class. Can you imagine? He came on and said that Scott McTominay is world class, and I said, what is Diego Simeone talking about? However much he is a Manchester United player, I cannot really come out and really hail him as one of the best world players in the midfield. Can you really imagine? He even went ahead to put him in the same statement with Paul Pogba, that those two are some of the best midfielders in the world. And for Paul Pogba to say he's one of the best midfielders in the world, that's 100% okay. I agree with it. I surrender to him. That's wise. But him coming out and saying that Scott McTominay is one of the best midfielders in the world because of his energy, oh my God, that's really out. That's really out. It's an insult to players like Paul Pogba. It's an insult to players like N'Golo Kante, Jorginho. You get, it's big insult in there from a man who goes by the name of Diego Simeone. But we all know that Scott McTominay, after the game of Leeds, he came up and put up a photo of how he was bruised into that game, and his ankle really was bruised after that game of Leeds, and he was totally out. And I really expected him to play into this game, but I think the manager, who goes by the names of Ralf Rangnick, does not risk, because he feels like United has very many players and he has other players that can really come out and do the job there. But Freddie and Pogba playing to the midfield, I'm really excited to see how this midfield is really going to be standing, because Freddie is really good at holding that ball. He's one of those players that can really get that ball from the midfield and pass it to the likes of Bruno Fernandes, Sancho, and Rashford in there for you. And I'm waiting to see how Rashford is going to feature into this game, because he's 100% fresh. He's fresh. He never played into that game of a team which goes by names of Leeds at Elland Road that United won 4-2. He was an unused substitute in other times in there, and he's starting. He's 100% fresh, and I really believe that he was not featured into that game because Rangnick knew that he's going to be the reason as to why they are really going to win this game away in Metropolitano in Madrid, because I think they are going to sit back a little bit. They are going to rely so much onto the pace of Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho, and Ronaldo is going to be in an isolated island to this game. You get? But I think there is the way they have planned to play to see to it that Ronaldo gets enough balls to see to it that he really scores, because Ronaldo has a very good record against them. He has scored close to 20 goals plus in 35 meetings, and he has 9 assists each and every time he has made a team which goes by names of Atletico Madrid. And facts are showing that every time Madrid have played Atletico Madrid, every time Ronaldo has played Atletico Madrid in a knockout stage, Ronaldo has really kicked them out. So that statistic really comes out and plays in the favor of Manchester United in there. So I will feel like United really are having a very big edge over a team which goes by names of Atletico Madrid into this game, as it really comes through in there. Talk about Luke Shaw in there. I will feel like this time around Luke Shaw is being favored. He's being favored. I really feel like a player who goes by the names of Alex Telles deserves a start into this game, because Luke Shaw has been looking trash, and we've been conceding goals of the same kind because Luke Shaw doesn't defend his paw of the goal well. You remember that first goal that Atletico, the second goal that Leeds scored as an equalizer at Manchester United? Do you see how Luke Shaw really marks? Before that ball was crossed in by Daniel James, it looked like Luke Shaw was ahead of the player. And guess what happened? When the ball reached into that area, I don't know how Rafinha got ahead of a man who goes by the name of Luke Shaw. So to me, I really feel like Luke Shaw deserves to be benched. Alex Telles deserves a start. He deserves a start. And I really feel like we are really having something bad about this pick of the left fullback in there. I really feel like Luke Shaw deserves to be benched, to know that things aren't easy. There is no player who is 100% sure of his position in there. You have to work hard for it. And if at all you really come out and don't act as we expect you to play, then the manager should drop you in there. So to me, I really feel like Luke Shaw should be dropped. I really feel like Luke Shaw should be dropped from this team because he ain't looking good. However much he has 6 assists into the entire season and Alex Telles has none, I really feel like Alex Telles deserves a start. He really deserves a start because Luke Shaw is not really up to the levels we knew him, how he played on last season and in the Euros in there. So to me, I really feel like something should be done. Because if at all you bench a player like Rafael Varane, why don't you put Luke Shaw off the grip? He has to know that to play for Manchester United, you have to put in consistent, good performances. You get? And that isn't something that we are really seeing at Manchester United. So Ralf Rangnick should know that this English clique at Manchester United shouldn't really influence him because it looks like it's winning all over him. But with Maguire starting in the other match, he scored a goal, people are really hailing him left, right and center. Something that I don't really feel like it's okay. Scoring a goal, yet you've costed us very many games because right now United would have been far away. You get? Luke Shaw costed us a win of Burnley. Those are 2 points in there. I really feel like we were supposed to really go ahead and win that game in there. And Luke Shaw really came out and we did a very stupid mistake and he costed us. You get? And him coming out and scoring, even if he wouldn't have scored, would have won that game. And in how many games has Harry Maguire scored? You get? That's why Bruno came out and said I was beating his big head, telling him that please, this time around you've really found your ball on target and back of the net because he has won very many headers, but the direction of the ball when he's heading it is poor. You get? His direction to the ball is very poor. So to me, I really feel like United needs to do the needful and get the best players onto the pitch because at this level of the Champions League, we need the best to come out of us. And dropping, I'm not agreeing with Ralf Rangnick, dropping Aaron Wan-Bissaka or Diego Dalot into the right back position for Lindelof to feed in there. And this is all done because they want to see to it that Harry Maguire remains into this time to start. But the fact is, it's supposed to be Victor Lindelof and Rafael Varane. Harry Maguire has no start into this starting lineup of Manchester United. On any day, even Eric Bay is back. You get? Eric Bay is back. I would rather pattern Eric Bay and the player who goes by the names of Varane. You get? They are better, far much better than the player who goes by the names of Harry Maguire. And they've sacrificed Dalot in the name of Harry Maguire to start into this game because they feel like they need him onto the pitch. Yet the manager knows that Lindelof is really on form and there is no way you are benching a player who goes by the name of Victor Lindelof. So this manager of Manchester United needs to know that favoritism at Manchester United should end and Harry Maguire should really just be benched to see to it that we save our season. Because if we keep him into our starting lineup, we are really costing ourselves this season. And I really feel like more of these things shouldn't happen at Manchester United anymore in there. But Sancho, for him starting is okay because he has been really okay. He's one of the best informed players at Manchester United. Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously, he's Mr. Champions League, and though very many people have come out and hailed him that United is the Champions League because of Cristiano Ronaldo, I told them, guys, don't ever relate a player to be bigger than Manchester United. Never. And I don't believe in people who come out and say that Ronaldo is the reason as to why Manchester United is the Champions League. And let me tell you this, even if he wasn't around, United would have scored those goals. I think no goal Ronaldo scored that Edson Cavani couldn't score. You get? He would have scored all those goals in there. And I think Cavani has a better movement than Ronaldo. Ronaldo is has even lost his touch. Because I really feel like if we are in the Champions League because of Ronaldo, I can name close to 5 or 6 games that United would have really scored very many goals and gotten themselves points in there. And Ronaldo missed out on sitters. Remember the game of Watford that saw Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being sacked? How many chances, how many keeper to beat did Ronaldo get? 3 chances. Did he score any? No. Go to the game of Middlesbrough. You remember the chances Ronaldo got? Did he score any? No. He even went ahead to miss a penalty. Go to the game of Southampton. Ronaldo had close to 2 or 3 chances. Did he score any? No. You get? Go to the game of Leeds. You remember the goal he missed? That is a sitter. Which other game? There are very many games I can really get off my head. And if at all he failed to score simple goals in the Premier League, then in the Champions League come out and say, we are where we are in the Champions League because of Ronaldo. That's totally out. It's like saying Ronaldo is bigger than Manchester United. Take him out. If at all he's bigger than Manchester United, why doesn't he lift us to the level you're supposed to be? You get? Then you'll bring in the argument of other people that it's right because Jamie Carragher came out and said Ronaldo came out and messed up this team because this team finished second into the Premier League, and when he came in through, we lost our grip. He said Manchester United won its first game against Leeds. You get? We drew against a side which goes, I think we went away at Wolverhampton Wanderers and United got a win. We drew against a team which goes by the names of Southampton. We lost to Aston Villa, and then he came through, and when he came through, he was exciting into the first game against Newcastle. You get? United really won it by 4 goals. And he scored against West Ham. You remember that game very well. We went away at Young Boys, really scored, and we lost. So we've been like that, and consistency has not been at Manchester United in there. We've not yet gotten a run of very many games where United is winning. And if I told you say that Ronaldo, we are where we are in the Champions League because of Ronaldo, I 100% disagree with you. Why aren't we not into the title race because of Ronaldo? Because I really feel like there are very many games that we are playing in the Premier League that really we are facing teams that are not even at the level of those who play in the Champions League. You get? The games that you are really bringing out, those teams are far much better than the teams we've lost to in the Premier League. You get? Villarreal and Atalanta are far much better than the Southamptons, than the Leicester Cities of this world, and very many other teams. So why don't you come out and put that narrative with the Premier League? Why do you take that narrative with the Champions League? That's totally out. I don't agree with that. It's like undermining other players at Manchester United. You get? When we lose, why don't you want Ronaldo to take the blame? You get? Why is it that when we win and Ronaldo scores, Manchester United is like that because of Ronaldo, and when we lose, the blame goes to other players? No single player can really lift up a team nowadays. That single player is not there in the world. I really want to come out and tell you the truth. That player is not in the world. He is not in the world. Now teams are built onto teamwork. So Ronaldo, whether at Manchester United or not, I think the goals that he scored in the Champions League, Cavani would have scored them. And you never know, would have done even better. You get? You can't rule out that. So people coming out and saying that Manchester United are where they are because of Ronaldo, you are really putting stick to Ronaldo, because if he has done it in the Champions League, why hasn't he done it in the Premier League? Because there are games that we can list that if at all he really scored those goals and he never missed out on them, we would have been in a better position. So to me, I really feel like you should change your argument. Your argument is null and void. Don't really come out here and tell us that we are where we are in the Champions League because of Ronaldo. Because Ronaldo is aged 37 years. He cannot make runs or make a solo effort to score a goal, like getting that ball single-handedly and move it through the midfield and sit down players and really go ahead and score a goal by himself. You get? All the goals he's scoring, it's because of a team effort, finding him well positioned in there, and then he scores. You get? You remember that game against Burnley, those 2 headers that he really got. He had no one marking him, and none of those headers were on target. So I really feel like Ronaldo, you are giving him a lot of stick by saying that he's the reason as to win the Champions League. I don't agree with that. that's a free insult to Manchester United. I don't agree with that, and I really feel like that argument should change in there for you. But remember, Sir Alex Ferguson came out and predicted this game. He said United is winning it by 5-0 in there. So we wait and see what happens into this game in here of football as Manchester United pays a visit to Atletico Madrid, and Atletico Madrid is 100% sure that they are really going to come here and cause trouble to Manchester United, because it looks like this is the only tournament they're left to come in and prove, because even in the La Liga, they are not really looking great. They are not looking great. They are a point down ahead of Barcelona. They are level at Barcelona. They are level with Barcelona at 42 points, but Barcelona has a game in hand. If at all Barcelona wins it, they are really going to go at 45 points in there. And you wait, we are just here waiting and see what is really going to happen, because Real Madrid is on top, Sevilla, then there is Real Betis, and there is Villarreal behind them. And Real Sociedad winning will be just a point behind them, so it shows you that they are really going to fight for their lives into this game. But when you look at their bench, it's really amazing and good, because if at all you have players like Suarez onto the bench, Lemar, you are having Antonio Griezmann from your bench. That's really a very good bench for Atletico Madrid. But I even think United really has a good one, because you have Nemanja Matic can come in through, Elanga can come in through. Who else? There is Jesse Lingard and very many other players, because I really feel like though not as balanced as we expect the bench to be, when it used to be when you have Anton Martial, Danny Van Beek in there, you're looking at them at better options. Mason Greenwood away because of his allegations in there. So I really feel like United are really jetting into a tough side, and we wait and see where this is really going to end in here onto the Manchester United matters. I sign out for now. See you later, my mates, and may the Almighty God